Continuing our deep dive through Modern, trying this spicy little Underworld Breach deck. Looks like a lot of fun. Underworld Breach is a card I am very high on in Modern. I've played a lot of the Fair Breach decks, but I've not actually touched Unfair Breach yet, and I was pretty compelled by this list. Because not only do you get to do the Unfair Breach combo thing, you also have Renin 6, which is an incredible card with Urza's Saga. That's just a game plan in and of itself, so that's very exciting. We have Fable as well, one of the meta cards they printed in the last few years. Works great with Fury. Can let you copy Dragon's Rage Channeler on combo turns potentially, which is nice. I've never actually played these Unfair Breach decks before. So it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience for everyone involved. But excited to try it out. Of course, the aim here is that grinding station with Breach mills your whole deck. You return an Amber, make a red mana, sack it to grinding station, mill 3 cards, return the Amber. Do this until you've milled your whole deck. Eventually find Grape Shot. You cast 3 or 4 copies of Grape Shot. Do 100 damage or whatever, you know. The huge. So it should be fun. This hand seems pretty bad. This has no interaction, no 1 or 2s. Yeah, I'm surprised at the lack of Lightning Bolts. I think Lightning Bolt is a card that appeals to me quite a bit in this deck. I agree, for sure. That is definitely a surprising one. Because it also just having Lightning Bolt makes Renin 6 a lot better too, right? Which is appealing. So we'll see how it does. If I end up enjoying this deck, we can always add bolts to it, tune it a bit. This seems like a fine starting point. Hallowed Fountain. Oh, we are going to get to Bash with the Monkey. Second Mox Amber, Heinous Draw. Truly. Let's see what we hit. Oh, we're getting Solituded. Pitching Cosmic Rebirth. That is very spicy. Unfortunately, these Mox Ambers now do not do very much. Of course, this is part of the cost of being an Unfair Breach deck. Is your combo pieces not always the most impressed. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Oh my goodness. Wow. Anyway, we've drawn the third Mox Amber, which sounds about right. They cast a Teferi Time Raveler and probably bounce my Saga, or they're just plussing. Cool. I mean, it's not impossible I could kill Tefers here. Definitely making another token. Just go get a bauble, I suppose. Hello, Barney. Good to see ya. I guess we are currently witnessing one of the downsides of not playing blue cards. Ledger Shredder helps you convert your excess Mox Ambers, right? Because you get to rummage them away. Whereas at the moment, these Mox Ambers just don't really do anything. I am doing great. The boy wife is visiting, so I am quite content at present. Oh my god. Oh. I don't know if I can play a League of the Stack if I'm gonna keep drawing like this. Yeah, Yeah, Fable does that too. That's true. That is true. Wow. Do they play Supreme Verdict? I sure fucking hope not. Like, if I dash Ragavan and we get verdicted, we just can't win the game. Well, I kind of feel like we can't win the game anyway right about now. Yeah, Alex uses any pronouns. Any pronouns power couple. Alright. Copy it. Cool. Does still work. Oh, I could have dealt damage to them. I'm silly. I forgot that they cast a Supreme Verdict. That's fine. Excuse me? I love what opponent's up to here. Wow, this is sick. Just never run out of cards, huh? Yeah, planes. Powerful stuff. So I can play a Darcy. If I go Underworld Breach, I have 3 mana. Wondering if there's like some weird Grape Shot kill. If I go Breach, I have 6 in the yard. Amber is 7. Amber is 8. And then have 2 mana, 3 mana. I cast an Amber, I go to 6 in yard. Then I can Grape Shot, I believe. So is that lethal? This is Storm 1, Storm 2, Storm 3, Storm 4, Storm 5. Grape Shot for 6, Grape Shot for 7. I think we're a little bit short. Yeah. 6 in yard, 7, 8. 6, 4, 2, yeah. I think we're a little short of attempting to kill them. Just draw another Darcy. Should do that. Our opponent has 5-0'd of that deck. So a different list that's not playing Ancestral Vision nonsense. Very different list. Hey Violet, good to see ya. Alright, they cast another vision, they get a shardless. I'm probably just gonna Unholy Heat that, I guess. Get a couple cards in the yard for this Darcy. Ren and 6. So that doesn't kill them next turn, but We've seen a bunch of counter magic from them with those Force of Negation, so I think I just want to keep a good spell. And maybe trade it for a Force of Negation whilst we hit them for a bunch. Oh, wow. Spicy, spicy. Interesting. This is going to put them to 10 if they don't have a Solitude. So I guess I can just start with that. Solitude check. They're on 10. I think we can just kill them. They don't have a Force of Negation here. I believe that's accurate. They do have a Force of Negation. They have Daze Undoing in that deck too. Fucking wild. Back to your graveyard. Guess I'm just gonna cast this Renin 6. Get back a Saga. Play a Saga. Good luck, Nicole. Is MTG bot not working today? It seems to be struggling. My opponent's drawing so many cards. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous right now. That deck is so much cooler than mine. Wow, the fuck? I can't really block with Ragavangs, then my Mox Amber doesn't fucking work. Also, if I plus Ren, I get back another Saga, which is pretty tight. So bad for me if I block. Feels like it's probably so bad for me if I don't block. Oh, Lois is a Ren. Oh, thank you. Planeswalkers, yeah. I honestly didn't know. I thought this just worked off creatures. That's nice. That's good to know. Yup. Opponent's deck is so much cooler than mine. What the hell? Like, look at it. The thing dreams are made of. They have 27 cards left in their deck on turn 7. It's not for At least we do have a lot of Urza's Sagas going for us. Solitude time? Nope. Back at Urza's Saga. Ardent Plea and Modern. Ardent Plea's seen a bit of play in Modern before. I used to see play in the Restore Balance decks. Weirdly enough. Restore Balance is a deck no one's thought of in a long time. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, Ren takes 4, I guess, because Ardently has text, apparently. I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually know who Asher is. Take that token. I gain that one. Hope they don't have a Solitude. The Archangel leader of Bant before Lara originally broke apart. Wild. Could attack this Teferi. Maybe I meant to, but their life total is looking a little perilous. Well, playing Uro in Modern is probably a bad idea. Can't imagine playing Uro in Modern would go very well for you. So that would be my first thought. Wondering if I have to kill this Teferi, or if I just want to keep getting Urza's Sagas. Do you like Urza's Sagas? Finally, we will find Asher again. They're on 9. I guess they gain 3. Yes, they gain 3. Yeah, we can get Saga and kill a Teferi if I double Amber. A high cost to pay. I'm just gonna do this. I think it just makes my life a lot easier. Kinda want to keep this Bulbo around. I know what I'm using my mana on next turn anyway, like, shrug. Shrug, shrug, shrug. That's our history lesson. Learning so much of that lore. Cannot lie. Lore lesson. Who's who Solitudes? We haven't seen any Leyline bindings yet. Yep. Nod, nod. Nod, nod. No, we're gonna die to Shardless Agent. Alright, they have 4 cards remaining. Fucking yike. Oh no. Oh, come on. Yeah, maybe I should have cast the Ren last turn to play around Days Undoing. My opponent's deck is both much cooler than the deck I'm playing, and also seems like basically the most miserable thing on earth to play against. Which I guess are probably both pretty related. Sharkless Bant, indeed, indeed. It does. Yep. They just never run out of cards. Honestly, not sure why I'm still playing this game. Get Springleaf Drum. Just for red. Fire off on a Holy Heat. We only have 2 cards. Details, details. Forgot about the whole losing our graveyard thing. Let's see. Alright. I don't want to play this game anymore. I'm not going to let my opponent have any more fun. No more fun allowed. Cool, that deck is scary. I don't really know that we have the tools to fight it, is the thing. But Veil of Summer can help against Force of Negation. Fury seems like a really bad card here. Yeah, getting off Mr. Bones' Wild Ride. Mm-hmm. Bring in Piffing Needle, I guess. I think this is just going to be a very hard matchup, and that's kind of just how it is. Our deck's like a bit slow. Their deck has a lot of interaction for our combo. Sharks Valara. Oh my god. We put that. If I can find a list for it, I guess we see all the cards, right? I will admit, I do really want to play that deck. Sand doesn't seem like it can really win a game. So, we're keeping, I guess. Hmm. Oh. I really want to draw that card, but I really want to play Ren this turn. I feel like I should just play Ren this turn. We'll find another breach at some point. Look, it just looks very fun to me, okay? It looks very fun and reasonable and okay. I might keep this on top. I think this Ren might not be very long for this world. One way or another. Yeah, kind of figured. Shardless Agent aggro. I mean, Shardless Agent is a 5/5 in that deck, it's true. You're not wrong, as such. We keep seeing cards I already want. Ding ding ding, resolves, get back Tom, play Tom. We're not cracking it. Because I really like the idea of drawing that Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I did wonder if I was meant to not mill this, so it would be in my deck for me to draw later, since we're shuffling a bunch. But getting an enchantment in the yard for our channel is kind of nice. Tethers. Yep. Resolves. Sure fucking does. It's pretty good. I'll get this one back, absolutely. Like I'm fine with casting a grinding station. Maybe this is a mistake. Maybe I'm just meant to mill them, but sure, why not? Not like it helps Darcy's count out. Feels like casting Fables is just a good thing to be doing. Alright, they bounce the Saga, so that means us Teferi's gonna die next turn. They get to draw 3 cards. What the fuck is that card? Alright, we have a Haywire Might in our deck, I guess. It hits Ren? Seriously? I've never seen this card played in Modern. It's kind of fucked up. Kind of fucked up, huh? Pretty awkward. I kind of want to draw that Fable that's on top, but I also kind of just want to mill myself, I think. God, that deck is so sweet. I know I keep saying this, but like, it's just fucking true. You know? That's a phenomenal draw. A plus. A plus. Ask them for a list after. Yeah, I should do that. Hmm. Ah, crashing footfalls, I see. My phone just said in chat, I'm just brewing, wait until you see the sideboard plan, and I guess we're fucking seeing the sideboard plan right now. Those are some 4/4s. They are large and in charge. Caterpillar has become a butterfly, yep. Gruul has... Cast the lockdown before the rhinos. Yeah, sequencing is important. It's true. Certainly true. I wonder how you figure out whether you want footfalls or vision. What's the deciding point there? What makes one better than the other? When do you pivot? Almost didn't make a token. So good news. Some have asked Haywire Might. I prefer to think of it as Haywire Will. Haywire Shall. Any reason not to attack first? Haywire Might. I sure hope it does. Sorry, I can't fucking help myself. Incorrigible. I guess I get the dash Ragavan if I do it this way. Back to Saga. I don't think anyone does like meetings. I think meetings are generally considered a mistake, right? Oh, I can't hold open Haywire Might if I do this for the second lockdown. I might not want to dash. I kind of want to be able to beat second lockdown. Solitude. I guess they can Solitude my might. Tap Darcy or a Construct, because I'm very silly. Mostly. Alright. Teferi. Yup. Everyone's favorite. This is bad news. This probably means we're getting locked down. At least if they do this, treasure could have made green. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That would have required my Gragavan to actually connect. Not necessarily the easiest thing in the world. Here's some double blocking. Hoping not to get completely ruined. Yep. God, I wish I had a second green mana there. Blah, 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 blah. Bah. Ah, yes. Veil of Summer. Everyone's favorite card against Teferi Time Raveler. Very, very powerful magic card against He Who Ravels Time. Unfortunately, there is no second Haywire Might, so these are gone for good. Very aggressive. I mean, I want to attack Teferi, so I guess we're taking it. Probably just going to cast Rhinos post-combat though. Oh my god, I forgot to make a construct. I'm so silly. I'm so silly. I'm just like slightly mentally checked out because my opponent's deck is so draining to play against. Oh my god, that could actually end up losing us the game too. Could actually end up losing us the game. Depending on their hand. So they haven't played lands in like a couple turns. Their hand is probably free spells. You know, that's a thing. Oh wow, we killed the Teferi. Very surprising. Very surprising. Look here. I see a Mishra's Bauble. I guess I sacrifice this. Hey, Kestrel. Is this a Solitude? I'm surprised they didn't sus Solitudes to kill my board. And save their turf. I guess they're thinking they're probably going to kill me pretty quickly. This way. Hey, Matt. Alright, I guess I want to cycle this whilst I still can. Yup, dead fetch land. Does actually not do anything, I believe. Yeah, they're on Ardent Plea, Shardless Agent. It's actually very cool. Their deck is actually pretty sweet, honestly. Shuffles my library, it sure does. Awful stuff. Teffers. Ooh, clinging on. Sure are clinging on.
Is getting closer to 42.
Closing in on the meaning of life itself. Thank you for the 42 minus 4 months of support there, Castro. Appreciate the continued support. Hell yeah. I kind of want to just not die, so I guess I'm blocking with both, as like sad as that is. God, if we had a second Saga token, I just like clicked through a bit too fast. I'm very mentally burnt out today. Right. I should have played Darcy first, obviously. Fine. Card on top's going to be a banger anyway, so we wouldn't want to get rid of it. Alright, say go. Yep. Self-replicating saga that makes token copies of itself. I love anything that's self-replicating. Pirate Jace is just secretly one of the coolest cards they've ever printed. Love Pirate Jace. Uh-oh. Can I have a breach? Hmm. I see. I see. Pro Tour winning Pirate Jace, yeah. Must be one of the best Jaces they've ever printed when you think of it that way. Oh my god, if I got the Surveil, I would have killed them this turn. Wow, these like little mistakes I'm making are actually mattering. It's almost like there's justice in the world. The Darcy, interesting. Graveyard. Graveyard. Maybe I was meant to keep that. I don't know. Moxamba doesn't actually make mana right now, which is interesting. Sure doesn't. I should have got back a Ragavan then, well. Fine. We're here now. Oof. Now I die, right? Because I have to attack with these. Yeah. Well, GG's opponent. I guess I could have Unholy Heated in response to this to kill the Rhino, right? That game was very poorly played. I do not feel very mentally with it today, I'm gonna be honest. I do not feel very mentally with it. I'm gonna run a quick ad break to get rid of pre-rolls. I guess I will try playing another round. But I am a little bit suspicious of my ability to play Magic today. So, you could put it that way. You could put it that way, Sophia, yeah. I don't know if I can keep this. This kind of just is what the deck is, though, so I guess I'm keeping. You don't want that. Try and sure. So they're like scape shift, right? Yeah, I feel like if I played that previous game better, we'd probably have won it, but who's to say if we would have won game 3 in time? That matchup seemed a little bit challenging for our deck, so doesn't sound super likely. You kind of want to kill Ren, but they don't even have lands to return at the moment. I feel like I'm not meant to. I feel like I'm just meant to jam my Ren. Start ticking up. Next turn we can Fable, and then we can have turn 4 Fury. Like if they had a fetch land, I would kill their Ren, but they just don't. So I think we can chill. Chalice on 1. Okay then. Okay then. Let's just resolve this whilst I'm able to, I guess. Kill my token or my saga? Okay, killing my token, sure. Well, next turn I can Fury. Although if I do, I don't get 2 saga tokens. That might be bad. Might be better just to get my saga token value. Wow, our hand really doesn't do anything. Oh, making a saga token is like very strong. Gosh, I do just like the idea of doing this though. Even if they have a counter spell, casting Fury works out pretty poorly. I think I'm just meant to saga token. We can also just get down this grinding station whilst we're at it. I guess the real question is, was I meant to ping the Teferi? The combo in this deck is when you have Underworld Breach, and a legend in play, Mox Amber plus Grinding Station mills your whole deck, and then you cast Grape Shot. What am I grabbing? If I grab a Springleaf Drum, I'm actually able to hard cast the Fury this turn. Sounds kind of nice. Yes, hand wants to get gas. Yeah, I know. It's tricky. Definitely do not disagree with you there. Right, let's attack run. Kind of worried we're just going to get scape shifted next turn. Alright, sure. Return Saga. I guess I can go tap Mox Amber, mill myself for free. There's certainly a weird world where I'm meant to be targeting them with Grinding Station to get rid of mountains from their deck. Also, like, if we target ourselves, we could find an Unholy Heat for the Ren and 6 ult, which is nice. Hey, Spider Space. Wow, what? They really just had nothing, huh? That's so wild. I'm so baffled. It does not feel like that's a game I should be winning. I don't know. Bring in these Alpine Moons, I guess. That's so bizarre. They really just had nothing. Ragavan on the drawer is like a little sus. Maybe I trim a copy. We do take freebies. Honestly, the way this deck has been feeling, feels like we kind of need freebies. I'm not being super convinced by how this one is feeling. That's the Alpine Moon. It really doesn't do anything else. Congrats on my PT top 8. Oh, thank you. That's nice of you to say. Yeah, I'm very excited to be be preparing for this upcoming one. I'm looking forward to the new set being out. There's like lots of One Ring decks I want to try. I think One Ring is like maybe kind of cracked. Sound is just so heinous, right? Also, this is just kind of the deck. I think I'm very rapidly coming to the conclusion that like playing an unfair breach deck is just astronomically worse than playing a fair breach deck. Because it means you end up drawing the unfair cards and they end up looking like the worst cards you've ever seen. Just like, just the worst cards you've ever seen in your life. Might be in Vegas the MC. Hell yeah. Love to hear that. Yeah, 4-card combo. It's not really a 4-card combo because you can like mill the cards and pitch them to Fable and like stuff like that. But also, it is certainly awkward. shall we say. I think I'm probably just gonna Fury this Ren this time. Okay, I would like to draw a land next turn, please. I don't ask for a lot. What Wandering decks are you thinking about? I really want to try it out in Cabal Coffers. That's like interesting to me. I think the Cabal Coffers deck is actually like weirdly decent. I think you can get rid of all your other top end other than Khan and One Ring. And just play loads of cheap interaction. But I don't know. I don't know if it would actually work out, but it's interesting to me. Opponent, you have no idea how thankful I am right now. This is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I appreciate your gift. This is great. This is quality gaming right here. Yeah, I'm very interested in Wandering in that deck. I feel like there have to be other places to try it out as well. I feel like it's the kind of card that like we're probably gonna have to play with to actually understand. I thought Colossus deck with One Ring, wild. Like I feel like you can put it in like Teferi Time Raveler decks too. And just have it be your like win con essentially. Twiddlestorm, yeah! Twiddlestorm's a nice one for it. For sure. I like that idea a lot. You can also play it in the key deck. I was trying that out the other day. I was trying out the key deck the other day. I wasn't super impressed by it. I'm a little bit worried about how weak it is against, like, people who want to beat it, I guess. Oh, I would love to draw that. But it is interesting. Maybe I meant to hold this for Fable. 8 keys for the Lords of MTGO and One Ring to rule them all. Yeah, I was not super impressed by the version of the key deck I played. But I could also believe that One Ring just makes it kind of cracked if people aren't running enough hate. Like, that's certainly believable to me. You know? Interesting. Riot. Yup. That sure is a fucking Dryad. They only get one landfall here. Oh my god, no, they had a land. They get the extra land. Never mind, I'm silly. They get free triggers. So like 1, 2, 3. Or they can go off to the token. Alright, this is pretty impressive, I will admit. What in God's name am I playing? Gruul Breach. Someone mentioned it in chat the other day, and I was like, bunch of normal cards in a grape shot. Yeah. I'm not saying it's the best deck I've ever played. So the good news is they only have one card in hand, so it's very hard for them to have the kill and also an answer for Alpine Moon. Sure. I think I want to make a token. I think it's worth doing that. Oh, Haywire Might does not answer Dryad. Haywire Might, it actually doesn't. Kinda just want to get a bauble. Yeah, I was wondering that. Alarm. I was wondering that. Maybe I meant to just like protect myself from binding. Not get ruined by that card. Hmm. It's not like super hard for them to answer Haywire Might, but I guess then there's like multiple levels of protection essentially. I don't know. Alright, Valakut down. Hmm. Fury answers Dryad. Very nice. I can find myself a land. Oh, yes, that's a land. So they get to kill my board, but then I get to untap Fury their Dryad and their Hellbent. And we just hope they don't draw Escape Shift. Oh, they're being patient. So they can kill my Fury instead. That's smart. Dunk. Yeah, that Dryad short out 12 damage before dying. Don't escape shift me. Don't do it. You wouldn't escape shift a Rainy. That would be rude. Slightly regretting playing out Stomping Ground, considering we drew out of the Saga. Which I think is like the only punish for doing that. Anyway. Since like, if I knew I was drawing this as my 6th land, I would want to hold this to rummage it away. Trying to answer the combo there. That makes sense. Well, I'm gonna discard 2 of the worst cards I've ever seen. And then gonna discard maybe both of these. The Dragon's Rage channel is not like atrocious, but this grows the construct, so I might as well play it out at this point. Since my mana's pretty... Oh no, I can like Fury post-combat. Oh, I can Fury before combat, so this can't block. Right. Like, I'm not playing around a sweeper, I just need to murder them. Yeah, it's getting +2 off the shamans. Just need to murder them. Why did I do that? There's no need to make this main phase, because using up the treasure makes this smaller anyway. Oh my god, this is like the worst I've played in like all year long. Anyway, we won, so go us. Go team. One of those days, yeah! I've had a very intense 24 hours. And my brain is kinda not functioning as a result. I'm not really beating myself up, I'm just acknowledging that it's a thing. And explaining, justifying myself to my audience. Sure, this is probably fine. Hugs are good. Alright, mutagenic growth incoming. Ooh, no mutagenic growth. Hell yeah. Now, the reasons why I'm like completely wiped out are good ones, but doesn't mean my play is any better, you know? Wow. Opponent's already going through it over there. I take 3 damage. I love that the single land is a filer as well, so it's just dealing damage to them the whole time. Morning, Callie. Arbor me, rude. It sure is, Sophia. I want a bauble. This bauble's pretty good with this here breach. It's not like we can use the extra mana this turn. Although we could maybe use the extra mana next turn, but this is fine. This is fine. See, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I feel like I don't particularly need another one of those. I don't want to shock myself though. I do want to play the Darcy, and I guess another Fable is like fine. It's like fine. I'll take it. Sure. Oh, we have Delirium already. Nice. Alright, they got some catching up to do over there. I gotta say, this is the most underwhelming Urza Saga deck I've ever played in my life. You just have so few incidental extra artifacts. And half the ones you do, you just never want to draw anyway. This is like pretty easily the worst Urza Saga deck I've ever played. They literally have Lava Dart in the yard, but also they would lose a land, which is kind of nice. Whether to play this Ragavan or not. Also costs me 2 life, because I kind of want to get a green source, although yes, this is a green source, so maybe it's fine. Yeah, I kind of agree, Prometheus. This deck is doing a lot of different things, and it doesn't feel like it's doing any of them particularly impressively. But that's fine. Kind of my attitude in the like first couple weeks of testing is that some of the decks you play will just not be very good. That's fine. I don't want to discard anything. Because like, even if the decks aren't the best, you're still learning about the format, right? Which has a lot of value. Like, even if this deck doesn't feel amazing and I'm going to discard it after this league, seeing what my opponents are playing and how those decks play it out still like helps me understand the format. Yeah, the list that Nassif's been testing looks very bad, and I don't understand how he keeps winning with it. Oh, they have another one. Oh, they get to do this, right? Oh, that's pretty cute. They lose their land, though. Which means they can't really... Yeah, I don't know. I guess they could maybe kill me, but... Make a 5/5, indeed. I was like, oh, they could have mutagenic growth. I forgot about the lava dart, but decks that straight up lose to something seem a lot more popular in tournaments than they do in testing. Yeah. I mean, kind of makes sense. People like to think that they can like outsmart the hate and break the format rather than just playing the generically good deck. Right? People like to think they're better than that. But reality is sometimes you just have to give in and play the decks that seem to win a lot. I don't know. I've not been very impressed by any of like the tier 1 there. I like Fair Breach a lot, which is basically good Murktide. I will say I liked Coffers a weirdly large amount, but I don't know if that was just me running hot in that league. I need to play that deck more. Also, I need to just like experiment with builds of that deck more, because it feels like there's so many different ways of building it. Why would they not cast this bauble? Coffers looks great. Is there any that just struggles to believe a deck like Coppers could actually be good? Especially because I registered a deck like that in my MPL thing in historic years back, and that went very badly. But I don't know. Coffers felt really impressive when I was playing it. Somehow. Somehow. Coffers is miserable. It's miserable, but also really good. It's also really fun to play. Or it felt really good. Maybe it has some bad matchups I didn't face. No way to beat Piving Needle on Khan. Yeah, I mean you can build your deck with that in mind, right? Like I think the stock coffers list is probably badly built. Probably like I think you. My suspicion after playing a league with that deck is that Invoke Despair felt like fine, but it did not feel. It did not feel like I want to be doing. Shadow of Doubt also seems kind of unplayable to me. Yeah, I'm not a believer. I mean, I guess I attack. Like, I don't know. Attacking sounds pretty good, right? See what they do. Back and forth between playing Golos and playing Invoke. I'm not convinced you need to play either. I'm not convinced you need to play either of those cards. Maybe that's me being silly. I don't know. I think it's just like very possible that the way you want to build the deck doesn't involve either of those cards. Hasenhaus and Harden's Gales and let the chips fall. Yeah, Harden's Gales is sweet. I kind of worry with Harden Scales. I don't know. I feel like if you just pair into a bunch of Force Figure decks, you're just going to lose games that you have no choice in, but maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine. I think it makes sense, Ian, but I don't know that it's important necessarily. I think my attitude with coffers is like you probably want to be raising the floor rather than like raising the ceiling. And Golos and Invoke both feel like cards that are raising the ceiling to me. If that makes sense. Oh, so Unholy Heat would exile Arid Mesa, Bloodstained Foothills. Gab, thank you for that raid. Welcome to everyone joining us. Playing some Modern, preparing for the Pro Tour. Also playing a pile of assorted red cards here, although this pile of assorted red cards is quite a bit weaker. Yeah, mill myself a ball. I think I can, right? I can go like Dragon's Rage Channeler, Grinding Station, mill myself. Just station is enough. Yeah, I guess. This gets me ahead on cards though, right? Which is kind of interesting. And then once I'm ahead on cards, I can resolve like an Amber. Brave. I guess what we need to do is cast a Grape Shot anyway. It just doesn't matter very much. We just need to find Grape Shot and then they like get murdered horrifically. Oh, I should be playing around Lava Dart. I'm silly. I guess they don't have it in Yard at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't actually matter. Untap. Cast Bauble. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, Aspie with the 45-month resub. Thank you for that support. I appreciate you. Good to see ya. Yeah, so we're playing Gruul Breach today, which honestly has not felt like a very impressive deck, but kind of just trying things out and seeing what appeals to me in this strange magical format. For everyone who's here, hi, I'm Rain or Rainy or Autumn. I'm very bad at remembering to introduce myself to raiders, and sometimes good at the magic thing occasionally if I'm lucky. Good adjacent. I don't know what to trim. I guess Ragavan's pretty embarrassing against Lava Dart. Right? Good adjacent, aka great. Let's not go too far. How was Lantern testing? The list I played felt really bad. The list I played felt like truly heinous. But Lantern as a concept didn't feel like the worst. So there's that. I probably meant to keep this. This hand does not seem very good. Like, the list I was trying seemed really bad, but the Lantern part of the deck was actually fine. So I don't think I'm gonna play any more Lantern preparing for the Pro Tour, except if someone pays me to. But I don't think the deck is like totally awful. I think you can probably like build, if you build it differently, you can probably make it like fine. I think the worst thing about the list was the Khan board. Just playing Khan in that deck is so ridiculous to me. Just like makes zero sense. It eats into all your sideboard space when the sideboard slots are really good in that deck. And it gives you a bunch of 4-drops that make it harder to get empty-handed for bridge. And it's just like, what am I doing? Why are we doing this? The mana base was also a bit sus. It's kind of tricky because you really want black cards. You also kind of want Ren and 6 though. You can only barely support 3 colors. Supporting 3 colors is like very janky. So like maybe you just need to get rid of Ren and 6 and just accept that you're 2 colors. That's like a lot of power level to lose from the deck. I'm not really sure what to do with that. But I do think the Khans just have to be cut immediately. I don't understand how they even ended up in the deck in the first place. It's just baffling to me. Mishra's Bauble. Well, we're definitely playing Saga this turn, and we know what our mana is being used on next turn, so I kind of want to save the Bauble so that we can combo it with a fetch land next turn. I guess I'll just say go. Hope we don't get Blood Mooned into Oblivion. I guess Blood Moon is a reason to maybe play this out and just have it hovering in play. Even if I'm not using it this turn, necessarily. But yeah, I do want to work on more coffers. That might be what we do tomorrow. It feels a bit silly to work on coffers before the One Ring is released. Because I feel like part of the interest in coffers to me is that it has the potential to be a pretty good One Ring deck. If Wear or something. Also, I think I would like to get a feel for what cards actually feel good in the deck. Outside of that. Play out this. Target myself. Attempt to find a magic card that has text, because we are sorely lacking in those, right? Alright. We're gonna be shuffling that one away in their upkeep, I guess. Or when they tap the Sacred Foundry. Not need a third Underworld Breach, shockingly enough. They haven't grabbed Gigantha yet. It's kind of wild. Oh my god. I would give so much for a Fable right now. I have no idea. Also, apparently I was meant to have Mox Amber in play already, go figure. Just forgot about Lava Dart existing, because I'm very silly. Yep. Game would probably be pretty hard to lose if we actually had Mox Amber in play right there. But it is what it is. Grinding Station. I mean, I assume I'm meant to keep that. So how does this actually work? We're gonna have 7 in yard. We draw a grinding station. Arid Mesa puts us to 8. We play Breach. We play grinding station. We return Mox Misha's Bauble. Puts us to 5, 4. We sack Bauble, go back up to 8. We keep going until we find a Ragavan. There's only 2 Ragavans in my deck. The card's so heinous against Lava Dart. It feels like I have to keep grinding a station, but it also feels like I can't actually combo next turn, right? That's fine. I will still keep it. Not like they're killing me currently. And it feels like it will be good at some point. It feels like if I'm killing them, it's probably not going to be with creatures this game. It wins in 2 turns, really. Interesting. Oh, because I untap with 2 spare mana. Yeah. And then I have a lot more flexibility. So yeah, I guess I run this out. It's kind of awkward. It lets my opponent know about this, I guess. I don't know how much of an issue that is. They don't have Lava Dot up for Ragavan right now. I could just try and go for it. Try and like spike a Ragavan in the top half of my library. I'd also need like a Darcy as well. I don't think this works this turn. I'm just gonna run it out and have it in play. They try and destroy it. It's just in our yard for Breach later anyway, and we get plus 3 cards in yard. So that's like fine, I think. One is successfully finding threats finally. The hand is Gigantha, 4 unknowns. Fable, so I could try and go for it into open mana, which sounds suspect. I'm just going to cast a Fable instead. Fable sounds fantastic right now. What am I discarding? Goblin Shaman down, that's fine. That's a lightning bolt that's not going to my face anymore. I'm definitely discarding Arid Mesa. I kind of don't want to discard second Breach in case they have like Spell Snare. Maybe that's silly. Probably silly. Yeah, this Fable the Mirror Breaker card seems alright. It seems decent, right? Seems like it might have a future. Probably not in this deck, but it might have a future. Great thing is, if we like rummage into good cards, we just don't even have to do this yet. Breach good and burn. I've heard people say that you can play Breach as like a one of and burn. Hasn't anyone playing it in standard? Yeah, it can't actually be good, huh? When you think about it that way. Monkeying around. I guess they could have a wear tear for my Breach. Something to be aware of. That would be a little fucked up. Hmm. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of both of these. That seems like it's just asking for trouble. Okay. Let's run out the amber. Run out the monkey. I could dash it. I think I'm just meant to try and combo them here and just force them to use up answers. And then if we fail to combo them, we just go for it again next turn. Which sounds fine to you. We have an Unholy Heat in the yard too, so if they go to kill my Breach, I at least get to kill their Soulscar Mage. Which is fine. Sack this. Play the Amber. Oh, they could have Flusterstorm. That would be funny. Maybe we just make such a big value breach here that we like lock up the game and can beat Flusterstorm. Yeah, they'd have to have 2 Flusters, yeah. We are going to be generating a lot of mana. Yeah, could you cast Grape Shot twice? Yeah, exactly. I think we're actually going to be fine. Foothills, Maya, Tarn. Ren, Bauble. Unholy Heat, Fable. Grinding Station. Indeed, tank, indeed. God, that band deck we played against. I'm not convinced it's necessarily good. But it was very cool. I kind of want to play it anyway. It was very spicy. I think I can afford to cast this. Maybe I'm not meant to. Hey, Jen. Yeah, Surge of Salvation. I think they must have something, but who knows what. Blue White Living End of Solitude. Oh, that's I haven't heard of that one. That's spicy. I love that. Get to exile the things they get back. Red Mesa. Underworld Breach. People. What's this nonsense? We be comboing. That's what we be doing. We have an infinite combo with Underworld Breach. Fair and fun magic for everyone involved. Grape shot, we did it. This isn't just a fair mill deck, alas. And I'm pretty sure I can get another Darcy in play here, which sounds alright to me. Has anyone ever done anything there with Grinding Station? I played it. Okay, this isn't anything fair, but I did play Grinding Station in Modern Paradoxical Outcome at one point. That was fun. That was fun. God, Modern Paradoxical Outcome is probably like one of my favorite decks I've ever played. That deck was a delight, in fact. It was, in fact, a delight. No, I didn't play Ascendancy or Emery. Those cards were not good in that deck. I can try and find my old list at some point. I lost my winning in at an SCG with it at one point. At the SCG Invitational, I lost my winning in to top 8 with it. It was like one of my favorite decks I've ever played. You would win you'd win games from the most nonsense positions. Yeah, it had a single Mirrodin besieged. Yep. It had a single Mirrodin besieged. Because you could only have one Sai and one Saheeli in play at the same time. So if you wanted a third copy of that sort of effect in play, you needed to play Mirrodin Besieged. Which was much worse than the other ones and pretty unnecessary, but it was like fine. It did the thing, you know. It did the thing. Aw. I'm never sure how to respond to people I've never seen before saying I love you. But cool. Cool. By the Hobbit set. Yeah, I know, right? Gonna be tore asunder. Am I autistic? Extremely. I feel like that's not even a question. Just like, look at me, right? I don't know. Are you autistic? Good question. I'll get back to you on that one. Haba. To answer. Oh my fucking god! It is Surge of Salvation! Holy shit! What the hell? Alright, good news. We have one card left in our deck. Good news, everyone. Good news. We still have a card left in our deck. I can't Fury. So I have to present Lethal? We have been got. We fucking have. You did. Yeah. It's all your fault, Spider Space. It's all your fault. Oh, I have 11 in my yard. The grape shot goes there, so I have 12. So I get to cast 3 things, but I also want my Dragon's Rage channelers to have text and be free freeze. I think I'm probably just dead, realistically. I'm probably just dead. Like, I can get a free double strike and play. Wow, this deck. I mean, maybe there was some way for me to play around Surge. Somehow. There might have been some way for me to play around Surge. I was considering just doing like a value breach and making my battlefield better than theirs. Maybe that's all I had to do. But then, like, at that point, why are you even playing the combo, you know? Opponent would be unable to keep a straight face in favor, yeah. God, this deck feels so... Why would you ever play combo breach instead of fair breach? I don't understand. Double great shopper earlier, would have left more cards in the yard. Yeah, I wanted to get to the point where it was like 15 on both of them, but I guess that was pretty unnecessary, right? That was like pretty unnecessary. Yeah, my feelings on this deck so far is the deck in the abstract feels like it's maybe fine. I don't know. I cannot fathom why you would ever play unfair breach over fair breach, though. Fair breach just seems like an astronomically more coherent, powerful deck. Underworld Beach. Underworld Underworld Beach is near the underground. Is in the underground sea. I'm wondering what prompted the question of are you autistic? I'm so curious now. Yeah, and Fair Breach is just so insanely consistent. Fair Breach just slaps. Fair Breach is just like A+, great deck. Or you could put like a bunch of cards in your deck that make you less consistent and vulnerable to hate. You could also just do that. You could play the worst Urza Saga deck known to anyone. What if your Urza Saga tokens were consistently 1/1s and 2/2s? You know? What if? It's all the creatures in your graveyard flyer, it sure does. I'm just not gonna give my opinion on that, Sophia. I feel like my experience of people asking themselves if they're autistic is if you have to ask, you probably have the answer right there. You know? That's just like consistently been my experience. I don't know if I was meant to kill the Soul Scar on that turn. It's gonna deal a lot of damage, but I don't know. Yeah, if it's enough that it's affecting your life, you probably are. It's also like, it doesn't really matter if you're like, if you would actually qualify as being diagnosed or not. It's a question of, is the term something that is helpful to you or beneficial to you, you know? Does it help you understand how you interact with and relate to the world in some way, etc.? If so, why not just use it? There's no real harm. Have you been touched by the autism fairy? Jesus. Oh my god, Lava Dart again, Scream. These are just... this Urza Saga deck. Don't... I'm gonna set a new rule. Don't put Urza Saga in your deck unless you have, like... artifacts. Unless you have artifacts in your deck. That aren't Mishra's Bauble, and aren't your, like, free tutor targets. Just don't. Don't do it. Please. Please. Oh. Yeah. What do I even do? Feel slightly sad about my deck choices, I guess. 3 colors of 3 artifacts in the same deck. Yeah, I never even tried out Jund Saga. That deck looked pretty heinous to me, if I'm being honest. If I'm being completely honest, Jund Saga did look like one of the worst decks I'd ever seen in my life. So, there was that. I regret not just doing this earlier. Okay, it's true. I do often think Jund decks looked bad, but this one was particularly bad. This one, like, isn't just me exaggerating for comic effect. It just looks really bad. A 3-color Saga deck with no artifacts. The Saga's not even good in your deck. What is it doing there? And what is Overgrown Tomb doing in your deck as well? Like, Overgrown Tomb in 2023 as well. Without the card Yawgmoth. I'm such a curmudgeon about Magic decks. I'm like the most curmudgeonly about Magic decks. If PT Barcelona was this week, I would probably play either Jeskai or Blue-Red Fairbreach, I believe. I think one of those. My backup would hypothetically be Coffers, except I don't actually know how I want to build Coffers yet, so I don't really want to register it. Whereas, like, I feel like if you forced me to make a Blue-Red or Jeskai Fairbreach list for a tournament tomorrow, I'd be able to have a decent list. If I tried Murktide, yeah, it's just worse Fairbreach. Like, you're putting Shivan Dragon in your deck instead of Yawgmoth's Will. Yeah, I think Scales is like a fine deck. I quite like Scales, honestly, but I like the other decks more, so, you know. It sure is a Dragon's Claw. It sure is not going to do very much. I don't know. Maybe I'm not even meant to kill this. What am I doing? This just doesn't matter. I have blockers for days. So bad. It's fine. They're just going to die next turn. Sentence broke 10-year-old use heart. Like, to be clear, I think Murktide is a fine deck. I think Murktide is like an entirely reasonable deck. I just really like Just really like Yawgmoth's will. Wow, I'm gonna die because I didn't hold back a blocker. I deserve this. I deserve this. It's all my fault. I couldn't possibly lose except I didn't hold back a blocker. Literally could never lose. Instead, I am dead. I think I'm dead. I'm actually on the maps. Maybe I'm not. They lose 2 cards per... Well, they got rid of the Swift Spear. Okay, maybe I'm not dead. I assumed Swift Spear and cast Mutagenic Growth a bunch would be lethal, but... They only need to cast it twice, right? Did they not have enough cards? Yeah, it was dead, but okay, yeah. This is so wild. Opponent's given me a chance. Opponent resolved Yawgmoth's will and then was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. You deserve this one. The Prowess decks of Breach. I actually need to try them out. They certainly look quite good to me. It's like very believable to me that they could be better than Fair Breach. Yeah, Twitch chat's popping up today. It's kind of wild. It's amazing what getting a multi-100 person raid does to the stream, huh? It's nice. Alright, well, somehow we're about to be supposedly 2-1. Certainly not saying we deserve to be 2-1. But you know, I'll take it. Aw, thanks, Chronotog. I'm enjoying the format, honestly. Modern's been pretty sweet so far. So much nicer than Pioneer. Grab that elk. Oh, they're gonna gain a life when I cast around. Oh, I see. I see how it works. I'm very silly. Also, I'm just trying to beat the clock at the moment. More than anything. And so they block, they take 2, they go to 1. And then we Ren ping them to put them back to 1. And have a lethal Ren on board. No, it's better to play Fable, right? Because they're going to play a blocker anyway. Oh, we can just do both. That's also good. Look, I don't think anything through. This is fine. God, we really don't have much time. I should have auto-yielded to these Dragon's Law triggers last year. Ping. Good luck, have fun. Goodbye, construct. Wow, we might actually get timed out. They're gonna gain a couple life here. Might actually get timed out. God, Underworld Breach is so fucking good. What a card. What a card. They only have 3 types though. That's pretty good for me. They have to chump block. Or else they die. Oh my god, wait, no, the Underworld Breach went to the yard. Fuck. Oh, I'm silly. Shit. I missed that completely. Whatever. That's so sick. Oh, okay. Uh, Funny. Yeah, we did it! We won! Fuck yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking living up to the Gabraid. Yep. Get that win with 8 seconds on clock. 7 whole seconds to spare. Really does get the heart pumping, doesn't it? Wow. Wow. This league has been a grind, apparently. Alright, I have to go get some more water. Yeah, I didn't spend enough time thinking, exactly. I have to go get some more water, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run some ads whilst I'm gone to get rid of pre-rolls and all that stuff. Catch y'all in about 2 minutes time. come bearing good news. Apparently we are getting bubble tea. If you don't want these to be grinds, don't register grinding station. I did choose my words very intentionally. I would like it noted. Yeah, bubble tea hype. Bubble tea is pretty pog. I guess this is fine. Can you use Fable to discard lands to turn Ren on online? Gemstone Mine. Neoform? Or something? Or oh, Dredge? Oh yeah, they're on Dredge, it says in chat, cool. Dredge, huh? Interesting. Please do not put a Narcomoeba in play, friend. Kindly asking. Wow. So, they're not off to the best start over there. Now we get to Fable. And get our deck online. Dark Blast. You know, I think I'm not gonna cast that, actually. Shockingly. Oh, they have Ox? Okay. That deck's looking a bit better now. Took them a moment to get going, but... Aww. That sounds very annoying, Sophia. Bumping around Ragavan, I guess. Unholy Heat. Can maybe buy me some time, I guess. I could go Ren Ping so Ragavan can connect. We're trying to set up to combo next turn, right? I don't know if this is really actually good. I guess it's apparently what I'm doing. So I just say go? Let's just kill the Gruul now. Also run out grinding station here, but that kind of like shows my hand that I could kill them next turn. I think I'm just gonna say go with Unholy Heat up and kill the Silver Smoke. They only have one Creeping Chill left in their deck, so as long as we're above 3 life, we're in a pretty good spot to try and kill them next turn. We do need to Grape Shot them twice though, probably, because they have 22 life, which is kind of a lot. I guess now I can sack the Gruul. Maybe we could afford that through. Okay. Take 3. I'm on 5. You get an Ox. they don't hit the final chill here. They don't. Very dead on board next turn, though. Alright, so I probably want to attack with the Goblin Shaman, get my artifact off of it. Ren can get back a land, which is good. I need to grape shot them probably twice. I assume we just have lethal here. Most likely. Grab this, play it, crack it. Get a mountain. Get in there with the goblin. Their treasure. Play a grinding station. I think I don't need all three of these treasures, right? So I might as well just sack one. Where's the grape shot? Play out the breach. Play out the bauble. Sacrifice the bauble. Untap the grinding station. Mox Amber, beautiful. That's what we wanted. Yeah, and then they die. Opponent sees it. Alright, winning game 1 against Dredge, always nice. Although we don't actually have that many things in our sideboard against Dredge. Yes, we have the Soul Guide Lantern. It's like fine. Well, we really don't have Graveyard Hate, do we? Like, yeah. Bring in Fury. I don't know if I was deterministic or not. I don't think I was. It's like pretty likely, but I don't think I was. Haywire might seems. Oh, they could be bringing in Leyline against me. Maybe that's something to consider. Maybe we want like Passages for Leyline. It feels like we're mainly going to kill them by comboing. So I could do like this. Keep in Unholy Heats just because they should slow my opponent down a little bit. And let Ragavan connect. Do I like this deck over Fair Breach? No, I think this is worse than Fair Breach. I think this deck is fine. I think it's pretty substantially worse than Fair Breach, though. I'm just trying it out. I just want to see how it feels. And how it feels is, you know, worse than Fair Breach. Is Fair Breach the best deck? I don't know. It's certainly a very good deck. It's certainly a very good deck. I don't know if it's the best deck. That seems improbable to me, but like not impossible, I guess. Seems pretty unlikely it would be the best deck, but it's not impossible. Alright, they don't have Otherworldly Gaze. This is pretty strong, I guess. Yep, they get 4 power. They have an Ancient Grudge. That's pretty good. They get 7 power. Geez, this is a good fucking multi-5. Holy shit. My Ragavan looking unplayable right now. Don't know that I can actually win this game anymore. It's a lot of garbage they have in play. Unholy Heat, I can connect with the monkey, I guess. So I don't know quite what I want to do here. What would be in contention for the best deck? I don't really know what else would be in contention apart from Fair Breach. Still a few decks I haven't tried out. Certainly of the ones I've tried, like, probably not a whole lot. Creativity Rhinos? Nah, I like both of those less than Fair Breach. I think Rhinos is fine, but... Problem is, if I play out Grinding Station, they can just grudge it. But maybe that's fine, then I get to sack it to itself. Maybe that's fine. Sack it to itself, draw a breach, and then I just get it back anyway. So yes, I'm gonna do this. It means they wouldn't be killing my Amber, which means I have more mana to work with. The Ardent Flea deck is kind of sweet. I'm not convinced by that sideboarding plan they were doing. I think you either want Rhinos or you want Vision. Doing both is like a whole lot. Sure is a whole lot. Wow, that's pretty good. Good. This can get a Haywire Might. I think I'd rather just mill myself though. Just have it in the yard. Instead. Oh boy. Quite the draw. Alright, let's get in with the monkey first. Got that treasure. Get a Dark Blast, yep. 40. 40. Play this. Lantern. If I target Ancient Grudge. I guess I just target Stinkweed Imp and say go. What is this? Oh yeah, they are just Ancient Grudging. Cool. Targeting the Soul Guide Lantern, deal. I am so happy about that. Now I get to make an Urza's Saga token and block with it. It's going to be a 4/4. Well, Clearly they have something. Oh my fucking god, that's so good. That's a good something, let me tell you. That's a good something. We don't draw reach. Guess I make a token, but the problem is they do just get to grudge it because we only have the one Soul Guide Lantern. I feel like I kind of have to get this bauble. Yeah, I don't have Haywire Might to gain life with. Feels pretty bad to pass up on a monkey attack, but also like gonna have the legend rule so we can block or something awful like that. Gain 2 life, discard 2, draw 3. I mean, I'm actually doing that weirdly. Now we're on 7. We still get to grudge my construct. Problem is, I'm not sure if I can afford to give up these treasures. You know? I guess I'm going to. If my construct's dying anyway. We just hope to find a breach next turn and then maybe kill them. Two blockers means we live through grudge killing a blocker. You should drink water, Sophia. That sounds like a good idea. Get that hydration. Slorp, slorp, slorp. Oh no. Please don't find creeping chills. Yeah. So now I'm dead, right? They just fire off grudge. Okay. Game 3. Game 3. Ancient Grudge, pretty good against us apparently. Go figure. It's awkward because, like, Yuri is pretty good at blocking amalgams. But also, I feel like the game we just saw does not happen very often. The game where they just kind of, like, do stumble a little after the opening turn. I keep this. This has no combo pieces. But I guess I'm keeping. Kind of feel like this matchup's just like very bad for us regardless. Okay, so Urza Saga needs to find Haywire Might. Or we need to draw up a Seiju. Because we're not winning by attacking against that deck. Yes, they attack first on the off chance that they hit a Narcomoeba off Otherworldly Gaze. Maybe attacking is just bad. Okay, get down Darcy. A bit of me almost wants to not make a token next turn so that I can Fable instead. Is that crazy? Maybe I'm still meant to play this out anyway, because it gets a Soul Guide Lantern ASAP. So maybe we can get like our green source for Paseju without hurting ourselves too much there. Silver Smoke Ball, huh? Your end step. Oh, it doesn't work on my turn. Okay, because they waited, they don't get a Silver Smoke Ball in play to attack with this turn. That's funny. Oh, why did I? I guess these just don't even do anything because of the ley line, huh? I don't know. I guess none of my cards do anything anymore. None of my cards actually do anything anymore. Wow, that was apparently a very bad otherworldly gaze. Underworld Breach. Underworld Breach is a card we're gonna need at some point. But we kind of have to find an answer for this first. This will get Haywire Might eventually. Maybe I just rely on this getting Haywire Might and just accept that I need Underworld Breach to win the game, and that with 2 Darcys we can actually fill our yard pretty quick once we find it. Like, I don't think we can actually win a game without this card. So I guess I'm keeping it. And in 2 turns we'll get to blow this up. Thrilling Discovery, great. Discarding Ox, Prized Amalgam. They sure aren't doing anything. Okay. Honestly, non-zero chance we kill them next turn, right? We're gonna have a lot of mana to work with. We're gonna go get a Haywire Might. Like, non-zero chance they just die next turn. Hey, no, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. I'm glad my play has improved over the course of this league. That first match, I felt like I was taking actions at random. I'm on Unfair Breach. So far, it has felt astronomically worse than Fair Breach, to like a comical extent. See ya, Sophia. Bye. Like, literally night and day. Literally night and day. Hmm. This is so spooky. DBH. Alright, we still need to find a grinding station to win next time. Well, if we win grinding station, we sure we win grinding station. If we find grinding station, we sure do win. I think. I hope. I should have made a token. It doesn't matter. I either win this turn or I die, I imagine. They're just gonna hit all their creeping chills next turn. Alright. Yeah, I should have made a token. Hopefully it just doesn't end up mattering. Hey, why am I? I sure hope it does. Alright, this is where we hope to get really lucky, I guess. Nope. Nope. Hey, thank you. Hell yeah. Thank you. You ever just get delivered bubble tea whilst you're streaming? It's the best. Recommend it. Oh, we can maybe just kill them without breach, without grinding station here, right? Possibly. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, right? Sounds pretty good. Vivi with a treat. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, the good card. Alright, no Ravenous Trap, please, I guess. That would be fucked up. I guess I can attack with the Goblin first. I have one more mana here. Although it actually means I have to deal more damage because I can't just Grape Shot down their blockers to deal 6. I was just trying to think of what way they possibly get into this game I have led. Oh, they're taking 6, and yeah, nice. That means they're just super dead very easily, I guess. Love that for me. Graveyard. Oh, surgical extraction. Yeah. Didn't even need the station. It's true. I'm very surprised they just let that happen, but you know, I'll take it. Still don't have a Ragavan. Find one at some point, I'm sure. Need to not exile this Grape Shot no matter what. Graveyard. Looking forward to once I've comboed and I can start drinking my precious bubble tea. Oh hey, the monkey has arrived. The monkey around. Thunk. Thunk. Yeah, opponent has conceded. Alright, I will admit that matchup's probably a lot worse with Fair Breach than Unfair Breach. As much as I talk up Fair Breach and I'm unconvinced by this deck, that matchup's probably a lot better when you have an infinite combo in your deck. Oh, good luck with the photography, Violet. I hope it goes well. Oh, precious, precious bubble tea. Alright, I'm gonna mute a sec whilst I punch this. I would love to go first. I mean, it has a turn on Ragavan, sure. Why not? Why not? If this was a Pokemon... God, I actually don't know anything about why not other than its name. I can't come up with anything pithy not right now. I failed. Bubble Tea was a Pokemon, what would it evolve into? I'm kind of surprised there's not already a Bubble Tea Pokemon. So, I can cast that. I can cast that. It's pretty bad too, I think. Kinda good. So, like, Ragavan's a brick, Unholy Heat's a brick, Underworld Breach is a brick, Grape Shot's kind of a brick. I think it's bad to cast this. I think I'm just meant to cast my Darcy's? But if I cast the Darcy's and they have Fire Ice, I get to feel very sad. Just do one Darcy, play out the Saga. And just like treasure tokens. The things that the Saga's making are actually kind of decent. I guess. Save a Darcy for a Fury. If it comes to that. Oh! This is so much scarier. This is so much scarier than Rhino's Girl. Oh, this matchup has to be unwinnable. We don't have any counter magic. I feel like our deck could reasonably beat Rhinos. Yeah, I agree, Ian. I agree with that assessment. Oh, this is so bad for me. I feel like if they were on Rhinos, we could potentially beat them with this draw. But them being on Living End means we're probably drawing dead. Oh, that's a good card. Let's do this. This is so funny. Holy shit. Please only have one Cascada, I'm asking very kindly. Hey. Well, and now we just need them to brick. Whilst we try and kill them. Cool, they bricked. So they can't do it this turn, they can maybe do it next turn though. We don't have lightning bolts in our deck, sadly. Besageing me to try and keep me off Soul Guide Lantern or something like that. Makes sense. Well, we only have 2 types in the yard. I guess Fury puts a creature in the yard. If we wanted to be very aggressive. That's an artifact. That's a creature. Ding, ding, ding. Hit them for 11. And then ping them with Ren to put them to 1. And then their fetch land doesn't work. Their fetch land doesn't work. We have lethal on board in 2 different ways. Wow, hitting Grief off of Ragavan. What the hell? How are we so lucky? So the good news is we crushed it that game. The bad news is this matchup's probably really heinous and we have like no sideboard cards apart from Soulguide Lantern. That's good. That's good. Unholy Heat does not seem like it really does very much. Yeah, I kind of assume that too, Ian. Leyline of the Void, is that something they play in their sideboard? I guess it probably is. Leylines always seem so heinous in Living End to me. Leylines always seem worse in Living End to me than like any other deck. Because your whole deck is cyclers. So you draw so many more cards than any other deck does. But or you just funnel through so many, so like you just have a bunch of dead ends and these ley lines that like are way more likely to be drawn than in your opener. Yeah, bring in Veil for Grief. Yeah, it's probably better than like Unholy Heat or Fury. I agree. I agree. Alright, well, you have the turn 1 monkey and we have a lantern. You better believe I'm keeping. Sign me up. Yeah, we don't get to free roll Chalice. Indeed. It's very sad. Like, even in Fair Reach, I'd probably play a Chalice or 2 in the board. It shuts off your baubles, but that's fine. But in this, you can't really justify it. Please don't grief me. Good. Get in there, monkey. Do your job. This monkey has been very good at hitting spells this match. We're like really close to comboing. Yeah, can we all turn free? Maybe. I think I'm just gonna run out the lantern to try and like soak up their time for now. But yeah, we might be going for the kill next turn potentially. Oh, you can just sack the chalice when you combo. That's smart. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Graveyard. Foundation Breaker. Cool. Yeah, the monkey has taken Dak's title. Indeed. Alright, they get to kill the lantern. Means they're not killing the saga. Yeah, I agree with that assessment, Red. That's a pretty good point. I hope they don't endurance me. That would be fucked up. EBH. Fucked up and rude. So it also force a vigor me. There's a lot of things they could do. Graveyard. Station. Get in there for 5. It's 9. Hit a violent outburst, I guess. Cast an Underworld Breach. Ooh, Mox Amber, beautiful. That makes things really easy. Land, land, Ren. Land. Yard. How's it going? It's going pretty good, Marceline. Just 4-1'd my league with Unfair Breach, which is very nice. I am not convinced that deck was very good. I know we 4-1'd with the deck. Solid result, especially considering the first round of the league I played really badly. First round, like, I definitely threw a game. So 4-1's a pretty good result. But I kind of feel like this deck's just doing a lot of things and not doing any of them particularly impressively. Totally would have trophied, exactly. Yeah, refusing results orientated thinking. I don't know. Like, I know I 4-1, but the vibes still feel super off here to me. Like, I think you're not a particularly good as a Saga deck. Because you just have, like, no artifacts other than, like, grinding stations that you're not playing out on turn 2, and baubles that you're sacrificing. So the tokens you make off Urza Saga are just not very beefy. I think without blue cards, you lack a lot of key interaction. Like, I don't think you can do the Ren and 6 thing instead of the blue cards thing. So this is definitely just worse than, like, blue-red X Unfair Breach would be. I think, like, you're not very good at the whole beatdown thing with these. Obviously, we got there a couple times, but that was mainly our opponents just drawing badly or awkwardly. And then, like, you do the combo thing, and that's fine. The combo thing was pretty good. But it feels like the combo part of the deck is, like, legitimately pretty solid, and then everything else I'm just, like, not very into. Weird technically Storm deck, yeah. I mean, this is fun. I enjoyed playing this league. I definitely enjoyed playing this league. It was fun. I think this deck is probably worse than like most other ways you could conceivably build Underworld Breach. Why play Ren? I mean, I'm saying that you probably shouldn't. Like, Ren plus Saga is very strong, is the reason why this deck is playing Ren, right? It's a Planeswalker for Darcy, which makes it incredibly easy to get Delirium. And it, like, helps you hit your land drops so that you can get to, like, 4 or 5 mana to help combo more easily. So, like, there are reasons to play Ren. Ren is just one of the best cards in Modern, but Ren is also worse than having access to the blue cards, so... Enables Amber, yeah, that's a good point. And enables Amber, which is nice. Having another legendary creature for Amber does make that slightly more a real card. Like, definitely helped out at points throughout that league. For sure. Yeah, I'm not super convinced by this deck, even though we 4-1'd. I don't think I would recommend it. But it was interesting to play it. I definitely feel like I've learnt from the experience.